Our only chance of long-term survival is not to remain lurking on planet Earth, but to spread into space. Stephen Hawking's. Hello everyone, my name is Vishesh Parwani and I'm going to be telling you why leaving Earth is not a dream but in fact a necessity. We have been living on Earth as far as anyone remembers. The land we live on is almost 4.5 billion years old. It is suspected the Earth will be habitable for only another 3 to 4 billion years. Even if we consider the Earth has 3 billion years to die naturally, asteroid collision, gamma rays, black holes, pandemics, or even the most expected end of resources would leave us only 400 years till day zero. Humans are known to be the only intelligent beings. Following that rule, we cannot wait for the Earth to die. Instead, we have to find a solution much earlier. So, what are the things we can help it stay for a little longer? Well, we can sustain our resources by reducing the consumption rates and finding alternative solutions, or simply shift to another planet. Humans have 5 basic needs to settle anywhere: earth, water, fire, air, and space. By earth, I mean the land where we can live and grow. Water, which is the basic necessity to support life. Fire, the source of energy. In our case, it's the sun. Air. Air is the air we breathe and other gaseous elements. Space. Space is the space we need to live, grow, and expand. So let's consider our options keeping in mind these needs. First and foremost, it's Mercury, which is closest to the sun. But because of its inhabitable extreme climates, that's out of question. Next is Venus. Well, it has almost no atmosphere, so it won't be able to protect us, and that's clearly a no-no. Then comes our favorite Earth, where we live and have exhausted almost all the resources. That leaves us with only one option: Mars, because all the planets beyond Mars are basically gas giants. Let's consider our options. We could just shift between planets, say every 100,000 years, but then it would take multiple centuries to make the planet up and running again. That leaves us with one option: permanent migration. But we're lacking a lot of basic necessities, even as basic as a vehicle for transportation. As of 2020, settling on Mars or even the first manned mission is a long way to go. Now let's take a step back and look at the history of Mars missions. From 1960 to 1964, in just 4 years, we had seen 6 failed missions to Mars by the Soviet Union and the United States. Finally, in 1964, the Mariner was the first successful Mars mission by the United States. Slowly and steadily, we learned more and more about the neighboring planet. We discovered it has riverbeds, vast canal system, and even, until some extent, life. NASA hopes the first manned mission will be during the 4th decade of the 21st century. The reason there is so much delay is that we have to consider and examine multiple things before we can successfully launch the first manned mission. First and foremost, we have to observe the reactions to the body when it will be in the space for 9 months continuously, that too just for a single trip. Many observatories have been built around the world to recreate the atmosphere of outer space and study the body. Next is to create a vehicle for transportation. Well, not just any normal spacecraft will be able to carry us for 9 months continuously. There are many special probes being built which will help us cover a journey of more than 100 million kilometers. Another major problem is creating an ecosystem on Mars that is independent. We should be able to create an environment that is similar to Earth in some way or the another with the help of microbes. But this process of creating an environment takes millions of years, and being able to replicate the Earth's environment is going to be even a bigger challenge. So, what can we do until we have an answer to all the above? Well, we may possibly take help from the neighboring planets. Yes, these are not just randomly placed spheres in the galaxy. Each and every one has a very important role to play. Let's take Jupiter for an example. Because of its huge size and massive gravity, it destroys almost all the asteroids headed for Earth by either breaking them or pulling them towards its orbit. This is a naturally occurring phenomenon, and since we have a habit of tweaking nature to our convenience, imagine to what extent we can use the other planets in order to sustain life on Mars. The possibilities in which the solar system can help us is endless and yet unexplored. Finally, all I want to convey is that nothing is impossible. With the advancement in technology, innovation, and research, not us, but maybe our descendants successfully accomplish our mission. Maybe not today, not tomorrow, not this year, not this decade, but sooner than later, we are all going to be proud Martians. Thank you.